Arthur Hughes was a 6-year-old boy living in the West Midlands in England. He was abused and unalived by his father, Thomas Hughes, and his father's partner, Emma Tustin, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Arthur was the son of Thomas Hughes and Olivia Halcrow. The two separated shortly before his second birthday. Both of them shared custody of Arthur whilst he lived with his mother, Olivia. In February 2019, Olivia Halcrow stabbed her new partner, Gary Cunningham, to death in an alcohol and drug-fueled rage. This led to Thomas gaining full custody of Arthur. Arthur changed schools and moved into an annex behind his paternal grandparents' house with his father. According to his grandmother, Arthur was initially nervous but quickly became a happy, well-rounded child. Thomas Hughes met Emma Tustin in August 2019 on the dating site Plenty of Fish. Thomas introduced Arthur to Emma early on into their relationship, and she later stated that her and Arthur were friends straight away. Arthur returned to school after the summer holidays, and a teaching assistant stated that she had no concerns about his well-being. However, Arthur's uncle noted that Thomas was becoming a lot more strict with him, and Arthur was terrified of getting into trouble. It was noticed that Arthur seemed a lot less happy within himself at school as autumn progressed. There were concerns from an official at Arthur's school about his developing obsession with guns and violence. The COVID-19 pandemic came around and led to the closure of schools, which is when Thomas decided for him and Arthur to move in with his new partner Emma for the duration of lockdown. In April 2020, Thomas returned home with Arthur for a few days due to a disagreement with Emma. Whilst there, Arthur had told his grandmother that he had been pinned against the wall by Emma and called a horrible, ugly brat. His grandmother then found several bruises on his back. Thomas soon returned to his partner's house, and despite Arthur's grandmother asking Thomas to let Arthur stay with her, he refused, which led to her calling social services. The next day, a social worker went to visit Emma and Thomas's household and was told that Arthur's injuries had been sustained in a fight with Emma's son. The social worker concluded that Arthur was very happy and safe, and there were no safeguarding issues in the household. This incident was later reported to police again by Arthur's uncle, with no effect. In May 2020, Arthur was frequently made to stand in the hallway for long periods of time as a punishment for his alleged misbehaviour. Emma reported these incidents to Thomas via text messages and audio clips of him crying. In these clips, Arthur could be heard crying for his grandmother and uncle, and at one point said, "Nobody loves me." The couple used insults like Satan, devil child, weasel, and various swear words to refer to Arthur. Thomas would frequently threaten violence against his son. Emma said at one point to Thomas, "I